I got one life to live, but it ain't on channel 7. I live to pray, and I'm focused every day. When I put my hands in the ocean, I hope to be in heaven one day. Yes, 9-10, I was born a true blessing. T2UC was born again, so there's really no stress. Mom for 421 and plus 325. For 520, he was no longer alive. 50 came with the 411. Felt like my soul just died. For the next 90 years, I swore to stay alive and never take a dive and always strive. I'm meant to live a 10, about a 9 with the pen. I'm 10 off the top, and I'm climbing to the top. 50, and I'm never gonna stop. I am the hip hop, and I respect number one. And lyrically, I'm ill, and I'll destroy anyone. 2 mixtapes and 2 albums done. My name is incomplete, and I get the job done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Numbers have power, so let's get it done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Know it's the number that help you strive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Numbers have power, so let's get it done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Know it's the number that help you strive. Since 17, I was officially in the game.
What's up, y'all? All right, it's your boy Eric Taylor to you coaching. What's up, DJ? Oh, it's episode 15 of the Knowledge is Love podcast. You know what it is. Eric Taylor, your Virgo sun, your Scorpio rising, your Capricorn moon, born in September, but I was ready in June. Yo, I got to brag on my son. He just did a commercial today. All right, it's coming out soon. It's for a new type of toothpaste. What is it, Misty?
It's toothbrush. It's like
toothbrush, Mist
Kids.
Mist Kids. And he nailed it. I mean, he nailed it. Yo, Will Truth, you want to show him some of your artwork?
Yeah.
So he isn't finished, but he wanted to show you because we've been talking about it. And maybe you want to wait till some more people come on? Maybe we'll wait.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, you go get it. Yeah, I'm bragging on my kid, DJ. This boy, oh man. But you know what it is? We're talking about, do you believe in magic? Yeah, I got on the Brooklyn Nets, repping for BK, even though I'm a Manhattan kid, a Knicks fan, but the Brooklyn Nets play tonight. So I wanted to come on early. I'll miss the early part of the game, but I got to watch the game tonight. I tell you always, and astrology and sports, I can help you see the athletic ability in your kids. I'm going to try to get with the NBA and NFL franchises because I could be the next new wave of general manager using astrology through the birth chart to help you draft and sign players in free agency. Watch your boy. Watch how I freak it in Korean. I'm going to kill it. But anyway, so you got it? What, you want to wait till more people come on?
Yeah, I'm going to wait.
All right, we'll wait till more.
We already got 4, but
we already got 4, but we'll wait till a couple more people come on to show off my young son, Mr. Will. And but the Gemini, he did it again. He's done he's done print modeling work, 4 commercials now, whatever. He's done an independent film. He's my son, my firstborn. But anyway, so we're doing the cusp of magic. Really, remember I tell you, it's a 5-day orb, Gemini, Cancer cusp. So right now, today, it's at 26 degrees, right? On the 17th, shout out, happy birthday to my boy, Bengay. Yeah, Upper West Side, 90s cab in the house, my Gemini people. Got a lot of Gemini friends. But from June 19th to June 23rd, you have the cusp of magic. I'm going to break that down. Jupiter. I want to talk to you guys about your Jupiter placements. What do you think is the best? I put up the poll. A lot of people voted. Makes me really happy when you guys interact with me. So far, it looks like Jupiter and Taurus is winning and Jupiter and Sag. But sorry, got the emails open because I've been working all day on charts. But Jupiter is home in Cancer. Home in Sagittarius and Pisces and exalted in Cancer. But it's pretty good in Taurus and Scorpio too. Okay, not so good in Virgo, Capricorn, and Gemini. Okay, so that's why I put those 5 up. Everybody's been voting. If you haven't voted yet, please go to my community and vote. And also, along with tonight, your questions, I'm starting my Father's Day birth chart sale today until, and I didn't put the end time, but Monday, midnight, the 21st. Okay, for grandfathers, fathers, husbands, sons, even boyfriends. But for the man in your life, and if you're a man, for you and whoever, Okay, your grandson, grandfather. Birth charts are normally $150, so I take off $15, $135 is the sale. And then if you wanted to get a chart, then if you wanted to get a mini chart, any of my mini chart services, half off. So the big 3, half of 50, 25. The big 4, half of, 75. I don't know. I can't do the math on that right now. But, what's half of 75? This kid knows. But so,
60.
huh?
60.
You're so way off. Half of six that's
No,
120.
you said no. Oh, I thought
Come
you
on,
said
come
$15 off 75.
No,
I
no,
wasn't
no, no,
listening.
no. Come on, he's not listening. See? You see? The Gemini, he's all over the place. But anyway, that's okay because he's a star. But so yeah. But how you guys doing? Who else is on? DJ, anybody else? Say what's up?
Lady Menza's here.
Hey, Lady Menza, started working on you today. Okay. I'm finishing up Jessica though, because I had already started hers and I think she actually paid a day before you. So, I always do everything in order and stuff. I'm very fair to my clients, but I did finishing up Jessica's chart because I did her big 4 astrology. And then I'm knocking out 2 charts for Lady Menza. You're no joke. And I'm going to, you know what, Lady Menza, I'm going to have, you need to have me on your Instagram and I'll have you on my YouTube. How about that? Does that sound cool? I'm starting to, on my podcast, I'm going to start interviewing people. I start on the 21st with my business and branding coaching service with the amazing Alana Taylor, who's a brilliant business mind, also happens to be my wife. And then on the 24th, Wisdom drops Tanya Andrina, another great astrologer on here who I really like her work. And we're doing a whole thing on Cancer season and Capricorn moons on the full moon in Capricorn on June 24th. Okay, that's going to be fun. So that'll be my first astrologer guest. But I would love to have you on, Lady Menza, talking about your crystals and astrology and all that stuff, because I'm all about bigging up other people, man. Whatever your modality is, however you get down. So let's get into it before I show off young William and young Will and his artwork and stuff. So Cusp of Magic. I want to give you some of the famous people. Hopefully you guys have watched my videos. I have 2 videos for each cusp sign. One is breaking down the cusp, love, compatibility, and like the famous people. And the other one is like love, sex, and relationships for the cusp. Okay. Not so much about the character traits and the famous people, but just really like love, sex, and relationships. So watch both of them. They're really good. One is like really old with bad technology. Just like it's like just only 3 years ago, but it was like a old iPhone. I mean, it's crazy. And now I really think the new ones are pretty good. I just filmed them during the last year and a half of this whole foolishness. But so we're talking about Elizabeth Warren. I like her. She taught severely disabled children. That speaks about her heart, the cusp of magic. Nicole Kidman. And I worked with severely disabled children. So to do that, not only do you get a better sofa seat up in heaven, because it's God's work, when you got kids spitting on you and biting you and grabbing your private parts, it's hard work. I did it for 10 years. Woo, Lord have mercy. Jesus loves me, and I love the Lord because it was tough, okay? Let me tell you. Elizabeth Warren, Nicole Kidman, who I worked with on The Interpreter. Really nice lady. Very tall, very generous. I worked in the UN. I was a security guard. It was really awesome. It was like right after I cut off all my locks in 03. I think we shot it 05. I'm sorry. We shot it in the summer of 04. Okay. How far back that goes in the United Nations with Sean Penn, chain smoking cigarettes. Oh my God. And Sidney Pollack, rest in peace. God bless us. So really cool director. But sitting and working in the UN, the United Nations, it was an experience and it was historic and first major motion picture that was filmed there. And I was a part of it. Okay. Lionel Richie. Cusp of Magic's no joke. Jason Mraz. Who else? Oh, Meryl Streep. Probably her and Angela Bassett and a couple other people, but probably one of the best female actresses ever. Okay. I like Glenn Close, a couple, Kate Winslet, but Meryl Streep, and I worked on, I forgot what they call it, but it was, when I filmed it, it was her and Angela Bassett, 50 Violins. I forgot when it came out. It was about music in schools, but I worked with Meryl Streep on 2 films. I forgot. And the other one was with her and Renee Zellweger and William Hurt. William Hurt was actually not that nice. I'm just keeping it real, keep it real. Renee Zellweger, sweetheart from Texas. We talked for hours, really cool. But I didn't meet Meryl in there, but she's in that movie. We shot that upstate New York. Forgot the name of that one too. I've worked on a lot of different projects. And Dirk Nowitzki. So the Cusp of Magic, just a couple of famous people. So you're talking about Mercury, Gemini, ruler of the 3rd house, logical, critical thinking, mutable air sign, blended with cardinal water sign, ruler of the 4th house, the moon, the nurturing your reactive mind, your intuitive sensibility, your feelings, your emotions, right? How you care and nurture. Excuse me, Cancer the crab, move sideways, safety, security. Like, I gotta peep you. Can I trust you? Can I trust you? Can I trust you, boy? So this is the Cusp of Magic. They are the Jack and Jane of all trades. So they can handle the work and then take the kids to school and then be the soccer mom, soccer dad, a football dad, and then plan the party and then cook everything. And they are no joke. I'm serious. The Cusp of Magic people are brilliant. Because you got the first air sign, the first water sign, but just think about that. It's Mercury and the moon. And I just did. Perfect timing. See, everything works. God is so dope. I just did. Have you guys started to watch my, see what they're writing? Hey, everybody. But real quick, and you guys can answer me. Put down your Jupiter placement. Let me know where you're watching from. Like, you could put what city or state. Doesn't matter. I just want to know where everybody's from. So I get an idea. So I don't have to just research and analytics. But Jupiter sign. Hey, Wisdom Drops. I was just bragging on you for the 24th on our show. But the your Jupiter sign, what city you're from or what state you're from. But have you guys checked out my aspect series I just started? So the first one I did happened to be one of my placements, Mercury trine Saturn. And the second one, I didn't put it up yet. You'll see the second one, but it's this. It's Moon conjunct Mercury. And that's what this is. Moon conjunct Mercury. But that's what this is today, right? Gemini Cancer. I'll be your private dancer for money. So yeah, this is a dope cusp. I really like, and Dirk Nowitzki is the greatest shooting power forward of all time at 7 foot, almost 7'1". Okay, I mean, Kevin Garnett, Rasheed Wallace, Chris Webber were dope, but Dirk Nowitzki, most threes for a power forward ever. So that's like, the German assassin, no joke. So those are some of the brilliant people on this cusp. Lionel Richie. All right, come on, let's get to the comments. What's everybody saying? How y'all feeling?
Drops say, just tuning in. Thanks for the shout out and so pumped for our live.
Oh yeah, we gonna kill it for them, Tanya.
And then Robin, my daughter.
Hi, Robin. Are you new? Oh no, Robin. Oh, Robin. Which Robin?
Ross.
Oh, hey, Robin. What's up? You switched your name.
My daughter works with special needs children. She's an
occupational therapist.
I can't speak.
Yeah.
Therapist.
Yeah. This is good practice for his acting, right? He's got to be able to help dad and be able to read and pronunciate and enunciate your words clearly. My mother taught 5th grade. This is why, and I'm not bragging, I hope you guys agree that I speak very well. And as an actor, you have to learn your diction. And this is practice for young Will as he's helping his dad. Because acting is listening. That's why lawyers take acting classes. But you must be able to be heard when you dispense your words and your language. You got to check out my song Spanglish. True Speaker, second album, E-Complete. Spanglish, that's like the New York stuff. We do the little English and Spanish. Meet a mommy, Benaka Aki. Come over here and dance with me. I'll play that next time. When I do my intro for episode 16, Spanglish. All right, so you guys get to hear it. So come on, tell me your Jupiter placements. Do you guys?
DJ said Jupiter and Gemini.
Yeah. Now Jupiter is it's in detriment in Gemini. I told you that in your reading. But you can take some of that wisdom, and it can be for, even with your work and stuff. You're very, you're going to be very verbal and quick. Excuse me, maybe like a little tissue or something.
Yeah. Okay. Tissue.
All right. So you talk to him. Go show him your artwork real quick.
Okay.
So young Will wants to show you his stuff.
So I also got new markers a little bit ago. Wait, how do I? Okay, there we go. So This is an anime character. His name is Zoro from One Piece. This is my first time using
Okay, they don't know what One Piece is. Tell them.
One Piece is an anime. I like anime. This is Zoro.
Whoa, you gotta move over a little. Come in the middle so show this clearly, and then tell them.
Zoro from One Piece. He's a swordsman, and then I'm also working.
He does this all by.
Wait. See, I'm still not done. Not done with the sketch yet, but Tanjiro, another anime character, from Demon Slayer.
Okay, what was the one that you already had that we were going to show him a couple weeks ago?
Zoro.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah.
Okay, did you color it in by these? This kid, this is Taurus and Mercury, right? Fitting for the Gemini Cancer cusp, but Taurus and Mercury, he's fighting a little cold, so that's not how his voice normally sounds, but he's got a smooth, soft-spoken, voice. But very talented artist. He can do 3D paint. He's got 3D painting, does drawing and stuff. And this is why I need you guys to get more birth charts, because this kid's expensive. Although he's making his own money, you know what I'm saying? We put in the bank and save it for him. But so great cusp. They're brilliant, amazing people. You guys can comment if you know any Gemini Cancer cusp people. Really, really. I have my cousin's wife has this. She's like freaking genius. I know some good people on this cusp. But I like Elizabeth Warren, and I don't like to get into politics, but I don't care. I give her props. I'd have been fine if she was my president, first woman president, because I think she was the most intelligent person up there, and good heart. Because like I said, you work with disabled children, you're a good human being. And I'm a pretty decent human being. Do you guys think? You don't really know me, but I'm a good guy. And especially, you got kids, Think about it. I'm coming from Hollywood sets, acting, hanging out with Harrison Ford and all these people, right? And then I'm going to a disabled kid school up in the Bronx, having kids spit on me and grab my butt and bite me, and I'm lifting kids out of standers. This is because 9/11. I had a studio apartment. I had to pay rent. I had a college degree from the University of Maryland. Yo, Terps. And my cousin was the head security of this little school up in the Bronx. And he was like, yo, you got a college degree. You want to come up here and teach? So I started to substitute teach. And then you guys might not know, but for actors, it's hard to get good health insurance. You have to earn so much money each year. So a couple of years I qualified for it. But that year, because we were going to go, Screen Actors Guild was going to go on strike, they shot everything in the can. I was working on Law and Order, Third Watch, all these shows like crazy. Oz, Sopranos. I used to be on Oz a lot. And so when 9/11 hit, because the strike was going to be in October, there was no work till April. We're talking September to April. I had a lot of rent to pay, right? So I started substitute teaching the BX, and they offered me a full-time job, and I started teaching. I worked with disabled kids from ages 3 to 21. I taught computers to multiply severely disabled kids. I had Tourette's, Down syndrome, MR, autism, blindness, cerebral palsy. But the higher functioning kids is when I was teaching computers, music, and art. And then the lower functioning kids, very, very sad. I mean, it would just break my heart. I mean, we had some kids, God bless them there, that they would come off the bus and we'd have to, this one girl, I remember we had to wrap her up because her whole mission in life was to scratch her eyeballs out. And it was just little Katie, God bless her. It was so sad. But I love my kids. I love them. And I'm still cool with some of them now. They're friends of mine on Facebook because Mr. Eric, imagine me as your teacher. I was crazy fun. We had a lot. They really, really liked me. I took them to the hip hop studio to make music and stuff. You know how, come on, you would want me to be your teacher. So, okay, what's going on? Comments and stuff.
Robin said Jupiter and Gemini to squaring Pluto.
Yeah, no, I remember. I mean, I don't remember, but now that you say it, I remember because I can't remember so many charts. I'd be. Oh wait, so you and DJ both have Jupiter and Gemini. That's fascinating. Oh well, because your birthdays are similar, so that makes sense. That Uranus, Pluto, Virgo. Oh gosh, brilliant! Don't ever doubt yourself. It's a very dope placement. All right, anybody else?
Wisdom Drop said.
What is your Jupiter wisdom? I forgot.
Oh no, she asked me a question.
Mm.
Do you have Leo strong in your chart? You're awesome.
Oh,
Nice
thank
talking.
you. No, he doesn't. He is his Leo. Oh, you know what he does? Yep, you got it. You're good. Leo South Node, North Node in Aquarius. Watch that video. And then my oldest son's got Aquarius South Node, North Node, and Leo. So he's now, the older son's starting to get into modeling and acting. He's a handsome young man. I have to show you his stuff or his picture or whatever next time. My stepson. But now this one, he's got the Leo South Node. So yeah, he's rocking that now, right? At age 12, it totally makes sense. And then that's why I got him taking coding classes, because he'll be designing like some new next level stuff for like my Pluto and Pisces when he's having my first or second grandkid. Yeah, see, yo, come on, you know the Virgo and Mercury. I got it like all planned, like, you know. But he's got his sun in the 10th house, sun and moon. So mom and dad are helping him with his career. Yo, astrology and the birth chart, sometimes you guys can play out so literally. Let me tell you, raising four sons is so much fun because you see when they go through the stages. I don't know if you guys remember this. DJ Robin, you might remember, but like when your kids get caught up in, you guys have daughters, but anyway, but you might know because when kids go to that stage when they love to say literally, dad, literally everything, literally, like everything, a lot of fun. Anyway, so, okay, any other Jupiter placements? Any comments?
Yeah, Tahara.
Hey, Tahara.
Jupiter and Pisces.
Okay, is Tahara first time here?
I think so.
Okay, let me know your big three: Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, Tahara. So, but anyway, so Cusp and Magic. Anybody, any thoughts, any comments on it? Really brilliant Cusp. If you got friends like this, one thing I will say: low vibration, they can get a little arrogant because they're super like intuitive and intelligent. They can be like brilliant chefs and brilliant writers, you know. But high vibration, it's like the nurturing school teacher that's like the super mom and the great motivator. It's like Elizabeth Warren, you know what I mean? And not to just keep referring to her, but think of Lionel Richie. Like, think of, you know what I mean? Like Nicole Kidman, Meryl Streep. I mean, it's kind of crazy that I worked with both of them, right? I mean, it's kind of funny. I have got no connections to Dirk Nowitzki and Lionel Richie, though. Or Jason Mraz. I barely like his music. That one song I think I liked, the one big hit. But and there's others.
Matt Gaming's here too.
What up, Matt Gaming? Matt Gaming, man. Yo, you need to hit me up, get your birth chart done, yo. Especially before July 1st when I go up, you know, for that custom video summary. That's a lot of work. That price is going up July 1st. Oh, and if you want, I got the sale. I just put it up. The Father's Day sale. All right, so that's what I'm going to explain too, right? So for your grandfather, son, father, ladies, your husband, you know, brother, you know, okay, the regular birth chart that's 150, written 12 house report, video, DJ and Robin will tell you below you out of water. That's $15 off 135, okay? And that's with the custom video summary, so that's a steal. From now until midnight on the 21st Monday. But also, another option is getting the full birth chart, and then you get a mini chart of your choice, half off. So mini big three, mini big four, mini career, mini relationships, mini hater chart. Okay, I got a lot of comments. What's going on? Let's make sure we get them.
It's a lot of comments between different people too. Oh wait, go up actually.
Okay, we're gonna catch up with you guys.
Lady Menza said Jupiter in Aqua or in Aquarius.
Oh, Lady Menza, yeah. Okay, yeah, because I haven't jumped into your Jupiter yet, but Jupiter in Aquarius. So you're having that like Jupiter return now. And, you know, it's going back in there on the 28th and really the 29th of June until December. I think it's December 28th or 29th. Then it'll be in Jupiter will be in Pisces most of 2022. So, yeah, Jupiter and Aquarius. You could be very scientifical. Bust the scientifical. Jupiter and Aquarius is good. My Jupiter is in Scorpio. Now, you guys, you have to understand with Jupiter And go ahead. There's a lot more comments.
Mad Gaming said Jupiter and Sagittarius, second house.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that on like the first or second show. Okay, Jupiter and Sagittarius. I mean, hey, it's at home there, Matt Gaming. So, Matt Gaming, you can really manifest the dinero, baby. Just you want to keep your. I wonder, Matt Gaming? Did we talk about this? Do you ever ride horses or
We have to go down.
gamble or whatever? Yeah.
Okay.
What else? Who else we got? What else we got? Let's read them all.
Jupiter and Sagittarius, Iman, LOL, from Tahara.
Oh, she's got it in Sagittarius? Tahara? Okay. You got to let me know what house. What's your rising, Tahara? And your sun, your big three. But yeah, Jupiter. I mean, okay, you know what's really dope, you guys? And I don't know if you know this, and then even for the astrologers that are on here too, do you know when you have Jupiter on the ascendant, and I spoke about this in my Jupiter first house video, which some kid tried to hate on me and said that I didn't know what I was talking about. Yo, you know how I get down. I hate when people don't come for your boy. If I don't know something, I'll tell you I don't know it. Okay, but come on, don't. Anyway, so Jupiter in the first house. If you have Jupiter in Cancer, Sag, or Pisces, right, on the ascendant is your physical body appearance, right? Your outer mask, how others see you and perceive you, right? You can literally be. Remember, the average height is 5'4.5". Now it's like 5'5" for a woman. For a man, 5'9". So you'll be taller than average. But if you have Jupiter in Sag, Pisces, or Cancer, chances are you could be 5'11", 6. I've seen 6'2", 6'6", 6'3". Jupiter on the ascendant can make you very tall, especially in those signs. But just Jupiter in the first house, one, you can have a lot of siblings and have a lot of children. Jupiter in the fifth house, surprisingly, it can delay children, and you might only have one, maybe a male child, maybe. But not to say that you won't have more than one, but Jupiter usually in the fifth house, it can delay children, but you could have a very intelligent child, a philosopher. But Jupiter on the ascendant, usually, unless it's in Virgo, Gemini, or Capricorn, you could be average height for a woman or a man. But usually Jupiter in the ascendant makes you taller and very philosophical. So I'm 5'11", right? So I'm taller than average, and I have Jupiter and Scorpio in the ascendant, and I'm very philosophical. Even as a little kid, I was one of those little Weisenheimers, but mainly about sports and stuff. I told you guys before, you don't hear stories about me. So Mac Gaming and Taja, did she say her big three?
Wisdom.
What did Wisdom say?
Yeah, you spoke a little bit about gambling and crypto.
Yeah, but Jupiter and Sagittarius too, though, you could be a little, you could be a little preachy, but you could be very funny, great, very fortunate, right? Because see, that's the thing with Scorpio risings. When you have Jupiter in the second house, it's like a little kiss from God. It's a gift from the ancestors, right? Scorpio ascendants, we got a tough road. It ain't easy being greasy, Mondaisy, but the Sagittarius in the second house, it makes us, even through all the mud and dirt that comes our way, very optimistic and fortunate. And we could have tough times, but we'll never go broke. I mean, we could be like, damn, I got to pay this bill on Friday. And all of a sudden, like $200 will just fall like out of a newspaper into your like pocket. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Look, crazy. It's like that. It's just crazy. I don't know how this stuff be happening. But you always got to pay the bills, baby. I'm telling you, that's happened to me. I have it happy all the time. Okay. ¿Qué lo que? Okay.
Wisdom Drop said Jupiter and Virgo in the house. I'm not sure which one, what house it is, but
no, she's just saying in the house.
No.
Slang, homie, in the house. Oh. Jupiter and Virgo in the house. So yeah, it's not the best placement, Tanya, but that's okay. But see, I think this is what I always tell people. There's no good or bad placements, right? It's how, because think about like Virgo. Oh, that's right. Because I don't want to talk about your chart, but unless you want to share certain things, because I don't remember it all, but I do remember the Jupiter and whatever. But what happens is when energy is in detriment or it falls, It just means it's going to kind of, it's like a square, right? It's going to force you to grow and to work harder, right? So like, what's a good one? Okay, my Venus is in Scorpio. Well, you know it's at home in Taurus, so in Scorpio, it's debilitated, right? It's in detriment. But that means, one, I'll be a little bit intense about my love language. But I'm going to, like, for example, when I was younger, I can be self-critical. Maybe I was a little too, not controlling over a girlfriend, but if I really liked a girl, like I could be like obsessive, like, oh my God, like I just want to spend all my time with her and right? And so that can be too intense for someone. So I had to learn to finesse Venus and Scorpio to now, like, oh my gosh. But, so do you know what I mean? So that's what happens when a planet is in detriment or in its fall. You got to kind of just work at that energy, right? So wisdom, Jupiter and Virgo. But it's like got a mercurial, like lower mind, higher mind vibe going there. And, but that's why you're so funny. And you guys will see this on June 24th because, check and go subscribe to Wisdom Draw's page. She's, and also, Lady Menza, I don't know if you have a YouTube page because I would promote it, but I know Instagram. You'd have to put your Instagram and you guys go check her out. All right, Lady Men's on Instagram, but or is it La Men's on Instagram? I'm not sure, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we got a couple.
Here, go down. Ninth house, very occupacious.
Who's ninth house? What is it?
Wisdom drops.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, very intelligent.
I'm very self-critical though, but it helps me advance. You're right.
Yeah, no, of course. And because the Virgo is going to be self-critical. You'll even be critical of your own beliefs and philosophies. You'll be like, well, should I? But you know what I mean? But when you write, your dissertation and your master's and PhD and your papers, you're going to go through it like a fine comb, you understand, and make the details like, mwah, that's that Virgo. Let me tell you guys something. Everybody should have a Virgo assistant. I always talk about that. Like, I wish I had a Virgo assistant, and I'm a Virgo sun. But like a Virgo moon would be the best personal assistant, yo. Even Virgo sun. Virgo rising, not as much. Because they're not going to want to do that for others. They're going to do it more for themselves. Okay, Kevin Hart, my son, Will Ferrell, Jay-Z, right? They're going to be more detailed and put that, stuff for themselves. They're not going to want to do it for others. He can't. He's a good helper. He's helping me and he's learning. But like assistant, could you be my assistant? Nah, made too many mistakes with that Taurus and Mercury.
Okay. Lady Menza asks, how is Jupiter retrograde in Sagittarius?
Well, retrograde, what house is it again? But retrograde in general, just remember, retrograde in your natal birth chart is just, I always look at it as more like reassessing, reanalyzing. It's about introspection, you guys. You have to just kind of like, that's why, like for me, retrograde, when Mercury goes in retrograde, it never bothers me because in my natal chart, Mercury's in retrograde. The only time it's ever bothered me, I swear to you, that I can remember, especially since I've been a professional astrologer, was during this whole lunar solar eclipse. Because the energy's been so intense. I know you guys have been feeling it. I know you've been tired. I've been tired, not sleeping. I had to finally get a prescription for my allergy pills so I could, have my little melatonin and allergy pill to help me sleep better at night. Because, when you have Virgo and Mercury, it can be very hard to sleep, especially when it's in the 11th house. Like, so Jupiter in retrograde, it's not bad. You just, depending on the teachings from mom and dad, it can be a harder transition to get out of the dogmatic mindset of what was instilled upon you as a child. So you're probably branching away, and I'll see it more when I do your chart, but you're branching away maybe from what mom and dad instilled in terms of your beliefs, your higher learning, your philosophies, your knowledge, you know? And the more you get sort of introspective, there's a lot of stuff. So let's read. More you get introspective with it, you'll be like, you're like, nah, I don't really agree with you, mom or uncle or dad or grandma. You know what I mean? You're gonna bring in your own system of beliefs. And then you'll be very optimistic about it and you want to preach and teach it, right? So like how you doing with crystals and astrology, you know? So
not really.
That's not bad, for a retrograde place. Now, also, you guys, Jupiter, watch my Jupiter through the Houses series. I think I did a pretty good job with it. I have some older, if you look at my page, you see I've been working. Your boy puts in work. I've done a lot of series and videos, and I'm soon gonna, finish the moon and sixth house went up today. About to record moon in the seventh either tonight. I'm probably gonna watch the Brooklyn game, so I'll record it. Probably record it tomorrow, but I'm gonna bang out in the next couple of weeks. Try to bang out this moon series and get to Venus. But I am gonna do Lilith. Excuse me. Got a little frog in my throat. I am going to do Lilith and Chiron. I like that medical astrology, you guys. But I don't want to, the medical astrology, like I always tell people, right? I want to become a true master before I really teach it to people, because I'm not, I'm real. I don't ever lie. I don't want to tell you I know something and then I don't know it. You know what I mean? So like I know medical astrology and I know it pretty well, but the way that I want to know it like, like how I know my rhymes, you know what I'm saying? Like steadily, the medley's pedigree better be better than being just a basic human being. I want to know it like that so then I can dispense it to you properly. But I do know, right? 4th, 6th, 8th, 12th house. And I can see where you could have ailments and sicknesses and, looking at certain transits and Mars surgery and stuff. I mean, but that's.
Watermoon Manx is here.
Who?
Fifi. Watermoon Manx.
Oh, what's up, Fifi? Thank you for joining. How you doing, mama?
She said, hey, y'all, Team Cusp with Magic.
Oh, that's right. Are you Cusp of Magic, Fifi? You're dope. Yeah, Fifi, you're
Caramel
dope.
Love is also here.
Hey, Cameron Love.
And Lady Mensa also said 3rd house, Jupiter, retro, and Sagittarius.
Yeah, well, that 3rd house, though, think about it, right? So you're going to be very philosophical in your local community. You might want to preach and teach to your siblings a little bit. Now you're ready to kind of like school mom and drop some astrology science on mom and be like, yo, I'm not nursing. I'm 6th house, I'm healing people with the crystals and gems, taking them from a foe to a friend. All right? The edumacation. I miss Lauryn Hill, the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, you guys. Oh my gosh. I saw you, Lady Manson. You were rocking that Beyonce joint. That Mars and Leo, right? Gosh. But I got to tell you guys something. I got some cryptic YouTube message from someone and they didn't respond back, but they made me feel as if Beyonce's chart on the internet, that it's a little off. And they kind of told me something and they said it like in some cryptic way, like as if they were like a friend of Beyonce or they know her personally, and was like just dropped a little jewel. I don't know if you could read it. You'd have to go through one of my placements. I don't know if it was, but they had said instead of her being a Libra ascendant, that she has a stellium in Libra, but that she might be I think it was a Cancer ascendant. I got to investigate that. I never met B. I met Jay before. I never met B. Me and Jay almost battled 1994 at the New Music Seminar. Clark Kent took him inside, though. He battled this corny cat from Brooklyn. And then me, Matt Skills, and these cats from called Stoley Island from Chicago, 3 MCs. We were all out there ciphering, a couple of the kids. And then Clark Kent, who, one of the DJs and producers from Brooklyn who worked on Biggie's first album and different things. And Jay-Z used to be down with Original Flavor. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I'm teaching you, right? And so he said, what did Clark Kent say? Yo, anybody want to battle my, because he just, burnt this cat, and everybody was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I want to battle. What's up? Let's do this. And then he was like, yo, you got to have $1,000. Now we're on 51st and 6th Avenue of Americas in New York City, if you guys know, whatever, like that, and that was at the, this is where the New Music Seminar at this hotel, right? We out there ciphering, we rhyming and stuff. Ain't nobody got $1,000 cash to battle Jay-Z. This is before he was, really Jay-Z, And so then Clark Kent took him inside. But the New Music Seminar was dope that year. I remember meeting Harry Allen from Public Enemy, DJ Qbert. That was when Supernatural. I'm talking hip hop stuff. You guys might not know all this stuff. Supernatural destroyed Craig G battling. Supernatural had the crazy ill voice, and he can mimic any rapper. So he could sound just like Snoop, just like Biggie, just like Craig Mack, Dr. Dre, like different cats. And he would like morph and then become into their voice and be like, yo, SNOOP, DOGG, like he would like kill it. Supernatural. YouTube, Google them, you'll see. But yeah, DJ Rectangle. I forgot who won the DJ battle. But anyway, so that was a little hip hop history about your boy, and But I was ready to battle. I mean, I'm a dope MC. I'm good now, but when I was young, I was I used to rhyme with Cannabis down at the University of Maryland. The Cannabis that bodied LL Cool J on that TKO knockout with Mike Tyson. I used to rhyme with Cannabis. Cannabis he was a monster beast, but we used to rhyme down in Maryland at the big hip hop radio station, WMUC. So I used to meet, all the MCs would come down there, and I would cipher with different cats or whatever. I was supposed to meet Lauryn Hill one night, but I didn't even feel like going up to the station because I thought Wyclef and Pras, they were corny to me. I didn't like the Fugees back then. When they did the score, that was after I left Maryland, and that was dope. But I wanted to meet Lauryn because me and Lauryn, we had to talk, but we didn't get to talk. That's okay. And my granddaughter, because I don't have no daughters, my granddaughter will have Beyonce, have Lauryn Hill, just so you know. But that's what I was going to do with my daughter. She was going to be into sports, a tomboy, and the greatest female MC ever. So maybe my granddaughter will be that. Stay tuned. But anything else? What's going on?
Yeah.
Talk to me. Any questions about the Jupiter? So tell me, do you guys like? So hopefully you voted. But so what do you think? You could just. And obviously, besides your own placement, and you could even put your own placement, but what do you really think is the best Jupiter placement? The divine spiritual knowledge of Jupiter in Cancer, where it's exalted, Jupiter in Pisces, Sag. What do you think about Jupiter in Taurus or Scorpio? What do you think is the best? I mean, me, I would, if I'm honest, I love it in Scorpio just because being an astrologer and what I'm into, but it's dope for Scorpio for manifesting. Also, but you know what I mean? But I would say, if I was being honest, pure to my heart and soul, I would say Cancer or Pisces. But what do you guys say? What are they saying?
Nothing yet. It's good to wait anyway, though. So.
All right, type it out for me. Let me know what you would rock with, right? See, that's what I like about astrology, because you know what, you guys? Even knowing everything and this and that, like I told you, no astrologer will ever get your chart 100% accurate. No one should ever predict your death. If they tell you they can, run away from them. Only God knows that. But, right, I don't know in terms of like how your life played out, right? Free will, how your parents raised you, this and that, you know what I mean? The chart will say one thing, but then that's why I have to talk to you, and you find out, and then you get the little nooks and crannies.
Watermoon Minx, Fifi, said Sagittarius, Jupiter.
You like that? Nah, Jupiter and Sag is good. But it's the same energy, so sometimes it can get a little too preachy, pontificate a little too much, high on its horse. Because remember, Sagittarius energy itself can be very dogmatic and arrogant, right? It's the bachelorette sign. More for the sun sign, no, it can get arrogant. But for Jupiter, it can just be super intelligent, but then sometimes it can miss the details because it's so big picture, right? Like think of the Mercury, right? Mercury's like, there's the shoe, there's the door, there's the mosquito, there's the computer. Where Jupiter is more, especially Jupiter and Sag, is more like, how did they make the computer? What materials did they use to make the door? that's my brother, but spiritually we're not aligned. You know what I mean? So it's like a different energy. You know what I mean? Did you like that little acting, little scene for you? But I'm just being honest. That's the difference of the Mercury lower mind, Jupiter higher mind. You know, who's still on? Matt
We
Gaiman.
have 11 people. So
Okay.
I don't really know.
All right.
Jupiter in Cancer or Jupiter Sagittarius is from Caramel.
Caramel. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, I'm not dissing Jupiter and Sag. It's at home there. It's dope. I'm just saying because it's the same energy, right? It's like when a malefic is in a malefic house, or no, let me not say that because that can actually turn out to be okay sometimes. Like when a benefic, right, Venus, it's like Venus and Libra in the seventh house. Sometimes it can be a little too pleasurable about relationships, too needy about love. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Like sometimes where it looks like the energy is so super pure and dope, it can actually play the other way. So for example, Virgo and Gemini, Aquarius, and Mercury, there's certain times where you can find autism. Did you know that? And it's at certain degrees, but it's also in certain houses, you know, and so you can see it in different charts. I can see different learning disabilities in different birth charts. And I've done that for certain parents for their children. You guys should always get children birth charts. Now I got more people on or whatever. If you didn't hear, I'm burning my and I'll put it down in the community thing. But my Father's Day sale from today until the 21st at midnight, Monday, the day after Father's Day. $15 off any full Synastry or regular birth chart service. So it'll be $135. And then for the other part of it is if you get the full service, then you can get a mini chart half off. Okay. So like, so let's see, 30. So it'd be 38, 30, like 37.50 for the big four, right? If you want to get that, let's say if you got a chart for your husband or your boyfriend and then another relative, you know what I mean? So you get a full chart and then you get a mini chart, any mini chart service, right? So big four, big three, hater chart, mini career, mini relationship, okay? And before you know it, I might just do like a mini medical astrology chart, you know?
Mad Gaming also said Jupiter. Wait, oh no, he just retracted it.
Yeah.
Venus Libra, I think they're new.
Oh, Venus Libra. Hi, how are you? What's your name? What's your story? What's your big three? Welcome to the Knowledge is Love podcast and my spiritual family. My name is E.T. Eric William Taylor, lyrically dispensed language, sort of like a sailor through the oceans, of course, coast to coast. Sometimes my Virgo and Mercury can get to bragging and boasting. I'm the hosting with the mosting. Born in New York City. Salute. Bebo agua. Toasting. How you doing, Venus and Libra?
They said Sagittarius are different. I like them a lot of fun.
Sagittarius is crazy fun. Don't get me wrong. My grandfather's Sagittarius. Got a couple of best friends Sagittarius. My cousin's hilarious. But I'm just saying, one, when they tell stories, they can exaggerate a little bit. They get caught up in their own fumes, right? It's expansion. So the ego can expand. And then also after 30, so can the weight too. And you got to check the house, right? But the Sagittarius are brilliant. They're a lot of fun. Well, remember also it's the Bachelor and Bachelorette sign. So they can be hard to tie down sometimes too. But you have to look at the whole chart and the whole placement, right? You never want to say, and I don't hate it, but sometimes like people write comments on my videos and say something, this and that. And it's like, but you have to know, you can't look at one placement, right? Even if you ask an astrology question, you can't really look at one placement. You have to get the chart done. And I always tell people, hey, whether you get it done with me or someone else, and I will hope you get your chart done with me, but just get it done. Same with numerology, same with human design. You guys got to go check out my update on my website, taylor2coaching.com. I just got the best testimonial for my business birth chart service. You're starting a business, yeah. I'm knocking those charts out the park. I'm getting ready to work on one for somebody here. You know, I don't like to blow up people's personal business, but business birth chart service is no joke. Okay. And then let me tell you, if you want to get into business branding coaching, my wife, you'll see her on the 21st. She's good at Mars in Capricorn, exalted, North Node in Capricorn. So she's got you. Okay. Really good.
Okay.
And my wife got Mercury in Pisces, so she's great with branding because Mercury in Pisces. Now, this is another example. Remember when I was telling you when something's in its full or detriment? So you know, Mercury's at home in sorry for the Mercury's at home in Virgo, so in Pisces it's debilitated. But Mercury in Pisces, it's an intuitive thinker, learner, communicator. So they have that psychic ability for marketing and branding. Okay, so I'm telling you, you'll see. My wife, she's good. She comes up with like pictures and concepts and describe, stuff like. So she's gonna be kind of joining my business and doing business branding coaching. So check that out and look for that to start soon. But the 21st, I'll be introducing her to you guys. Okay, so yeah. What else? What do we got here? We're gonna rock soon because I got. Okay.
Said, does being a 0-degree Jupiter in Scorpio particularly help with manifestation?
Yeah, because when you're at the 0 degree, it's like it just initiates that energy, and so it's like most potent. It's like pow. It's like Busta Rhymes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right? See, Fifi, I give you a reference you would know, right? Because she's the 1 2 1 2 DJ. Yo, Fifi, you gotta hear this song I got, "Come As You Are," and I honestly I said, yo, before I die, all I want is a track from Primo or Dr. Dre. Just one track to freak from DJ Premier or Dr. Dre, and I would body it. Body it. I'm telling you, so I've only done 2 albums and I've done a bunch of mixtapes, but I'm going to do my 3rd album eventually. I'm kind of putting pieces together. I'm going to work with a lot of different artists, but it's going to probably be my 3rd and final album. But when I tell you what I'm cooking and what I'm going to drop, it's going to be colossal. Because it's all, I mean, most of my lyrics have been kind of divine. Like if you listen to my first album, Hip Hop Forever, literally, right? Literally. All the rhymes are manifesting and coming true now. And back to you, Fifi, that's what Jupiter and Scorpio can do. Jupiter and Scorpio, 0 degrees. And I'm going to do a webinar and you guys can download it. I won't charge that much, but it'll be on my website and you just pay for it and you can download it. But I'm going to do a whole, webinar, maybe $19, $29, teaching you how to manifest through the birth chart. Okay, because Jupiter is one of those beautiful manifestation places because it's where you shoot your sort of dreams, your hopes, your goals, right? Your optimistic nature, right? A little bit of Jupiter, a little bit of Mercury, a little bit of Uranus. There's a lot of different things that, but Jupiter and Scorpio, ooh, it's good.
Mad Gaming.
You could email me, Fifi, about that too. Okay.
Mad Gaming said Jupiter and Taurus were, I think, the favorite.
Oh, you like that? Yeah. Jupiter and Taurus. You know what Jupiter and Taurus is, I think, really good for? The dinero. Okay. And I think, because remember, Jupiter rules finance and biology. So think of it like that. Biology and finance is really Taurus, right? Because Taurus is the earth. Biology is everything living, the plants, nature, right? Taurus is people sleep on Taurus, how sensual and spiritual Taurus is, right? The toddler, the 2nd house, Venus. It's very spiritual. Now, low vibration, it can get very materialistic and this and that, but they know how to make the money, invest it, and save it. It's just that sometimes they're so stubborn and childish and immature, right? Not as bad as Aries, but Taurus, sometimes they can be very prudent, pragmatic, practical, and they give you that smirk. Do you guys know about the do you know about the Taurus smirk? My half sister, rest in power, London Taylor, Taurus. My mother's Taurus, although she's on the cusp, but she's Taurus. One of my best friends who died, My boy Kwame, he was a Taurus. He used to smirk like crazy. But Tauruses, and I dated one or two Tauruses, but they give you a smirk. I love Taurus. Very, the moon's exalted in Taurus because the moon, in astrology, the sun and moon are planets, but they're luminaries, right? So the moon is the closest thing to the earth. That's why it's exalted in Taurus. It can be a little too emotional, right? That's why Venus is better sometimes than in Taurus and Libra. It's better sometimes in Pisces because it's like agape, Book of Ephesians, Christ-like love. Venus and Pisces, if you meet a Venus and Pisces person, that's somebody to love. And they can teach you how to love because they love everything. The collective, very spiritual. Oh, what's the score again? Oh, did it turn on? Oh, no.
No, it's on ad or
Okay.
commercial.
So, you know what I mean? So but hold on. We just got something. So you guys
Yeah, we have quite a bit.
Okay.
Venus, Libra. Hi. Yes, yeah, this is my dad.
Huh?
Yeah, she said I love I star typo. Like, is that your son?
Yeah, that's my dog, my firstborn. I have a stepson. He's he's doing his thing. He grown, girl. He's 21. But yeah, he just turned 12. He's a little Gemini, Taurus and Mercury, Gemini moon. He's brilliant. That's my heart. He's the truth. And
they said I am Cusp of Beauty.
Oh, you're Cusp of Beauty? Did you watch watch both of those videos? Venus, Libra. So welcome. But tell me, your Cusp of Beauty, what's your moon? What's your rising? Are you surprising? I know about, and this is a lady, right?
I'm not sure.
Venus and Libra, are you a lady? I assume with that name that you're a woman. I assume, but I don't like to assume, Because that's why this podcast is knowledge and love, you guys. Because when you guess, assume, or believe, you can do that wrong. When you love someone, you keep them in the know. Knowledge is love. That's an E-ism. Also, capitalism doesn't breed humanism. And tears cleanse the soul. When you cry, you're cleaning your soul. Okay? Don't be taking my stuff. That's the book of E-ism. I think I might be writing an astrology book soon. And I'm going to be working on 2 screenplays. I got a lot, but I got to finish my astrology course. I'm sorry. God, I'm only one person. I'm so busy. I work so hard. I'm tired. But not really. I got enough energy for 10 men because I got the Virgo stellium and a Scorpio rising, Mars ascendant. I'm a warrior. That's silly. So, what else? So Venus and Libra. Cusp of Beauty is great.
They also said Life Path 3 and Rooster. So that's my story.
Oh, that's your story?
My Mars.
And I forgot. Somebody asked last time, and we missed it. But my life path. You know what? I've got to look it up again. I forgot. But I think I'm a 9. I think I'm a 9 life path. I want to say a 7. It's hard to remember. I think I'm 9. It's either 7-9 or 9-7-3 or 9-7-1. I forgot. But I'll let you know for next episode. Yeah, I'm definitely very true to it. Yeah, because I think it was the 9, because that's why my rhyme name is E-complete, the number 9, E-complete, right? Because I complete things. That's how your boy gets down.
And then Crazy George, they're new, I think.
Oh, what's up, Crazy George? You're not related to, or you're not Curious George, the rapper from back home, from the Upper West Side Rocksteady crew, are you? Crazy George? But yeah.
You got Jupiter and Aries.
Jupiter and Aries, okay.
Taurus, Cusp, and 7th house.
Aries, Taurus, Cusp. Okay. What's your ascendant? But are you a Scorpio rising? Aries, Taurus, Cusp, Jupiter, 7th house. I mean, are you? Yeah. So, but that's interesting. So, but you guys also take advantage until June 28th. I'm sorry, July 28th. Take advantage of this Jupiter and Pisces energy. I think it might have already stationed direct, or it's about to. And Friday, Saturday. Okay. Crazy energy this weekend, right? We got the summer solstice on the 20th, longest day of the year. We've got and Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there, and to myself, father of 4 sons. It's really a deep day for me because I lost my dad when I was 6. My father was murdered, so it's very emotional, and I take being a father extremely serious. That's why I tell you guys to get these birth charts for your children if you have them. Okay. And even if your parents aren't into astrology, find out their birth time and get their chart done. I'm doing my mother and father's chart. Woo! You learn about mama and papa. Okay. It's heavy. But what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh, so the what was I just talking about? The Father's Day thing?
I don't know.
No. Okay, well, read what did they say? I think that's
Mad Gaming said your son is a Gemini moon, so am I.
Oh yeah, Matt Gaming? Yeah. How's that play out for you? Are you he super intelligent, Matt Gaming, but you probably drove your parents crazy a little, man, because it also depends, right? But the Gemini moon, what I think about it is that it's very curious about life. If you guys watch my Aquarius Neptune video, like right before I filmed it, he came to me with this whole like, Dad, did you know there's only 2 white rhinos left in the world in Africa, and they're trying to preserve them and save them? And I'm like, what? You know what I mean? That's some Gemini moon stuff. Like 2 white African rhinos left in the world. You know what I mean? But he just like YouTube, and I hate the TikTok stuff. He gives me stupid stuff from TikTok, and I know I need to get on TikTok, and it can help me get more views and with astrology, and I'm going to get on there eventually or whatever. But I might be working on something new with you guys, a new. I had some people approach me about some new technology in terms of where we can talk through text, and I can answer astrology questions. Like you could ask me a question and like $3 and boom, 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 right to phone text. Might be kind of dope. So it's a new thing. I can't, talk about it too much yet. New technology coming out. So, but they approached your boy, so I'm honored, and I might be rocking with that. So we'll see. But I will let you know, and then you guys can subscribe and join with me. Okay. But it will be via text. So that should be kind of cool. Okay. Different from community on Instagram. I haven't done that, but it's different from that. Okay. So, and having a stellium in the 11th house, I'm all about now. I'm not great at technology, but I'm all about technology and the future and astrology and aliens. Have you noticed how they've been talking about aliens lately in America and in Great Britain? They're dropping little stuff for you guys, little crumbs, because they're going to admit to the truth about aliens being real sometime between now and 2024. As Pluto enters Aquarius, they will reveal it, bring it back, make excuses and stories, and then bring it back. You'll see. You'll see. So, okay, what's going on? What we got there? I was saying something. I lost my train of thought, but so yeah, take advantage. Oh, I was talking about the birth charts with your parents and stuff. So yeah, and just different placements. But also, one thing that I was thinking about, and get to finish my thought earlier with medical astrology, you guys, Venus and your moon are your saver. Like if you get like into a car accident and stuff like that, and you come out without a scratch, and I mentioned this like on my 2nd or 3rd podcast, but it's amazing. The moon and Venus in transit can really help you, and just even talking about the benefic energies and stuff. So remember, if you have a day chart, your sun's above the ascendant, okay? Mars is your greater malefic, okay? And Jupiter is your greater benefic. If your sun is below the horizon, below the ascendant descendant, right? So 2nd through 6th house, and if it's in the 1st and 7th below the ascendant descendant line, then it's Saturn. That is, because remember, Saturn and Venus are friends, and Mars and Jupiter are friends. And Mars is like the sun's homeboy. right? The general, the soldier, the fight. Sun will be like, go take care of them, and Mars will be like, I got you. You know what I mean? So Saturn would be the greater malefic, and Venus would be the greater benefic. So like when your sun's in the 11th house, like mine is, it's very much like a humanitarian energy, right? And then so having on my
Jessica's here.
Hey Jess, I didn't get to read your email, but I know you got mine, so I'm working on you and Lady Menz's charts and stuff. So I'll get to read, I'm sure you answered my questions and stuff. And I have a couple more questions, for you too. But we'll do that privately, right? But yeah, Jess, you got good energy, lady. Good stuff, and I got some great tips for you. I'm looking forward to recording your custom video summary video. And I added to what I already put in there from your big four. Because you know how I am, Jess. Even in the big four, tell them, Jess, even in your big four, I gave you some extra stuff. But I want to add, not only doing your chart, I also want to add to what I already gave you in the big four. A little bit more in depth. Because that's how I do. Okay? Because you guys, God knows, right? I'm not rich. I need the money. So you guys can always donate to my Cash App, the $ T2UC, or Super Chat here. I prefer you do the Cash App, but you know what I mean? But like I want you guys to learn this energy. I want you to master it so we all vibrate higher, Because life is hard. If you get this knowledge in your 20s and 30s, God bless you. I'm jealous. I'm 50 now. And, I've been a professional astrologer now, and I've been learning this and studying. And just so you know, still studying. You need to still learn. You're not an expert, just like, you know what I mean? You got to do like thousands of charts. I'm in the hundreds. I'm not in the thousands yet. But being that, like, I think one thing I like, and I would hope you guys like in terms of when I do your chart readings, I'm sort of that humble student in the sense that, right, I don't get arrogant about knowledge. I ask questions. I always want to know. Someone knows something and I don't know. I'm like, oh, can you tell me about that? I want to know. Right. And that's what I try to teach to my son and stuff. Like, you always want to be a curious, and the Gemini moon, very curious. And Matt Gaming, you're probably like this, especially with the Scorpio ascendant. That's a great placement.
Robin had a question. Do you think some signs are more prone to being a lefty? I'm Cancer, Southpaw.
Yeah, my wife's the lefty. I have to do a study on that, and I normally ask my clients what their height is, and sometimes like to see a picture for hair color and stuff like that, and just different things, right? Because the ascendant is kind of like here up, right? So like I've got like sort of darker, mysterious eyes, but my eyes can be kind of big and dreamy sometimes because of the Neptune. But there's definitely like a scorpionic, I guess, look because it's on the ascendant, right? But I haven't done. And I haven't even Googled it on Google, but that's a great astrology question. See, I love tidbits like that. So I actually don't know, Robin, but I'll try to find out for you because that's fascinating. Like I do know the little thing about like if you're Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising, your mother had difficulty with the pregnancy or the birth. 98% accurate. Could have been preeclampsia, birch, or breach. I mean, whatever. Just something or cut, whatever.
Well,
just cancel it.
Yeah.
Okay. But you know what I mean? So was that Uncle Elise?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? So we'll have to, that is something in terms of the lefty, I'll have to figure that out. And I don't remember. I'll go back and look in your chart to see if I can find something after I research it, and I'll see if I can find something in the chart. Because I know two other lefties, my wife and then one of my best friends, but I don't know his chart. It's one of those friends that I think he's a little afraid of astrology. But I know his birthplace, like I know his chart, but I don't know his chart. So I know some of his placements. I haven't asked him like, hey, what's your birth time? But I think he's scared. A lot of my friends and family scared of astrology, but one day they'll come around. Hopefully before it's too late. Maybe people will come when the aliens are smacking them in the face at their front door, like, can I have some of your human flesh? See, I'm not afraid of aliens. And I think I've met an alien before. Maybe I know that I met an alien before. Not, I don't want to say think, but, I can't tell you guys on here everything that I know, But it's an interesting world. Just know 2026, 2027, we're going to wake up and it'll feel like from 2019 or before, let's say February 2020, or like, I'll say everything like, you know how we have BC and AD, right? Or before Christ, whatever. I'm going to say KB, but it's either BKB. So before Kobe died and after Kobe died. You will not, because once Kobe died, everything changed. Literally, if you think about it, like that's what the whole, China and Wuhan and the pandemic. I mean, the whole thing, right? So was that a Freudian slip? But but once Kobe died, so when you wake up in 2027, and stop. I'm not saying any of you guys here are like that, but just even tell your friends and family, stop wanting things to go back to normal. There is no going back to before Kobe died. That world is gone. Say goodbye. Wave goodbye to it. You'll never see that world again. Never. Uranus and Taurus is new Earth. Oh, now I remember. Duh. See, this is Virgo Mercury. I never really forget anything. Summer solstice, longest day of the year. The 19th. The Earth's grid is at its most pure harmonic point. And I don't know if it's every year on June 19th, which is also Juneteenth. Slavery, Africans, when they were really freed, emancipation, proclamation, all that stuff, right? But Texas kept the slaves an extra like 2 months because they wanted their crops. Some real evil, devilish stuff, right? Still need reparations. Watch the video today about Lincoln and all these slave owners. They got reparations, but it never came back to the people. 40 acres and a mule. It's a lot of stuff. And you got the red line, and then you got all the other stuff. Then you think about Black Wall Street, planes, bombs, literal murder in Oklahoma of Black millionaires and everything that they built. Nobody went to jail for it. But if everyone's on the highest vibration and being spiritual, you wouldn't get caught up in things like race. Check the score again. The only race is a measure of distance, a competition.
25-19.
Brooklyn?
No.
Milwaukee. So there's only one race, the human race. So that's why sometimes I feel like we need the aliens here so people can get past this whole stupid division and races. This is technology to mess you up so you're not paying attention. I tell people during this whole thing, the only thing you should have been watching is Wall Street and C-SPAN. Capiche? I love you guys, but so meditate the 19th and 20th. Tap in to this summer solstice, very spiritual time, and the Earth, Uranus and Taurus. It's literally new Earth. Read the comments. We got a couple new ones.
They're actually talking between each other a bit more.
That's okay.
No. Venus Libra, yes, that's her. Venus Libra said, yes, my son is a Scorpio. My son is a Scorpio sun. He's a star.
Oh, yeah? Okay. That's cool. You should get his chart done, too. But, yeah, I don't have a Scorpio sun, but I got two sons, twins, with Scorpio moon. Pray for me. Please. Sun in the 8th house. That's all I need to tell you. You sun in the 8th house people are something else, boy. Good Lord. Is any of you guys here got the sun in the 8th house? That is a hell of a placement. You better tell mom and dad you're sorry for what you caused. Okay? But so just really, you guys tap in, deep breathing work. Okay? Not out of the mouth, right? That loses some of your chi and prana energy. In and out of the nose. And just even if you just did 15 minutes a day, but especially on the 19th and 20th, take the time to get centered, get quiet, tap into your chakras, okay? But really just if you can go up 6 and down 6 and just get really chill, get zen, get, I'm doing another sound bath thing this weekend, and it's deep. It's a blessing. You know what I mean? But I want you to understand, this is powerful energy on the 19th and 20th. Okay. I'm sorry I went through all this stuff to just get back to that. Any other questions or comments? But
yeah, Robin said going into the woods by the water ground. I think maybe she's watching on her phone, maybe. And
no, she may be talking about for meditating. Yeah, but that's good. That's it. Take advantage of where you are in America, and really tap into the nature. It's probably beautiful there right now. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's you guys are amazing. And I thank you. Thank you for joining me. I don't ever take it for granted. I also love just talking astrology with you guys. And if you want me to, if you guys have any subjects or topics you want me to talk about, hit me up. I'll talk about it, And like I said, if I don't know it and if I'm not a master at it, I'll tell you, hey, give me some time. I'll work on it. Because somebody asked me, here's an example. Somebody asked me to talk about like twin flames. I know the general, breakdown of soulmate and twin flames, but I don't know it. Not that I can teach it to you, okay? So, but I do know in the chart, you can see some of that stuff in the 5th house, okay? But to do like a whole podcast or to talk about it as a segment on my podcast, I'm not a master of it yet, okay? So as soon as I get that down, I'll give it to you and give you my point of view and perspective on it. I ain't scared. But thank you, guys. I love talking with you. Any other questions or comments before we bounce? Because it's about that Gucci time. We've been on over an hour. Wow. But this is fun. Hit me up. Take advantage of the birth chart sales going on from now. Just you can, book everything. You can email me, tell me what you want, or ask questions about the services, about, if you wanted to get the full chart and then you get the mini one half off, or just the full chart for $135. But, and that would even also be for a business birth chart. If you wanted to, take advantage of that, but it would have to be for a man. Okay. So this is, ladies, I gave you your time and your sale for Mother's Day, but this is for the men. So your son, your husband, your brother, your father, your uncle, your grandpa. Hey, grandpa, what's your birth time? I want to get the chart for you. But it's the best knowledge, man. They don't want you to know the truth. They know astrology. Believe you me. Learn astrology. Do it for your business. Do it for your kids. Do it for yourself. Do it for your marriage. Even if you're married, you could be happily married. And let me tell you, a Synastry compatibility chart will still help you. And then after I do it and I explain how your planets talk, the conversations between each other, I can meet with you and your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or girlfriend on Zoom, for about 30, 40 minutes and answer any questions you have, and, or FaceTime, whatever, however you want to do it. Right. And it's, like I told you, I have one couple that they got married, in Las Vegas, like about a month, two weeks ago, I think. So I was really honored about that. And go check out Taylor2Coaching.com. Caramel, what's that?
Before we leave, she said, did you grow up in the Caribbean?
No. I'm a native New Yorker, New York City, but my family. So my niece and my nephew are half Jamaican. My brother-in-law is Jamaican, but I am Bahamian. So from my mother's side. So my mother, my grandfather was born in Nassau in the Bahamas. So my mother's father. So yeah, but respect to the islands, you know. Whether you're Trini, Bajan, Bahamian, Jamaican, you know, we gotta salute, you know. But I'll tell you this, they still wouldn't let me be president because I'd be considered African American. If you notice, Barack and Kamala, not African American slave trade blood. Not an accident. Just pay attention, all right? But I love you guys. Any last things before we bounce? I'm gonna watch Brooklyn. Yo, also with your kids in sports, I can see athletic ability in the birth chart. Like I told you, I said it earlier, but some of you guys weren't on. And how many we got on now? We still got 11? Or we got more?
11.
All right. Well, that's the spiritual number. So I thank you for my 11, all of y'all. God bless you. Okay. And but it's really fascinating. You could see it in Jordan and LeBron James's chart, but I've seen, horseback riding, fencing. Now it's hard to tell the difference between like someone is good at tennis or volleyball, but you can see the hand skills, I haven't had too many people to play baseball because that'd be interesting to see like a baseball pitcher, but I'm going to investigate that left hand thing. But because I know so much about sports and then put the astrology together, I know I could help professional teams with drafting players, free agency, all that stuff. That's the real next level. That's what your boy's trying to do, to merge. So I might have a whole podcast about that. You guys might not be into it, but I think it would be kind of fun because it's something different. I like talking about different subjects and different topics. So make sure the next time you guys see me will actually be so episode 16 and 17. You won't see young gentlemen here until episode 18. So episode 16 and 17, I'm going to be interviewing Alana Taylor. She's from Quench Naturel, organic and vegan body and skincare. But she's going to be a part of Taylor to coaching for business and branding. So it's a new tab on my website, and her information will be coming up so soon, doing business branding coaching. Okay, business coaching and branding coaching. Okay, for you starting a small business, if you're interested in stuff, and her information will be up on my website. And then also on the 24th, Tanya and Gina. Wisdom Drops. Go subscribe to her page. So and then after that, I'm gonna be bringing on more guests and more guests. So it won't just be me running my mouth anymore. But I hope I don't bother you guys. I hope you have fun. I hope you enjoy, and I enjoy you, and I hope you enjoy me. I appreciate you guys more than you could ever know, because sometimes it can be lonely. Not lonely, because I'm never lonely. And I got a lot of friends, but it's different. Like when you're talking about, like I love talking about astrology and this stuff. And like I told you, a lot of my friends and family, they don't get down, and that's okay. Like it's cool. So to talk to, like, you guys are really my spiritual family in that sense, So keep vibrating high, take advantage 19th and 20th, and then get ready. Watch me on the 21st and the 24th. On the 24th will be 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central, 7 p.m. Pacific, and I'll be putting that up. And then on the 21st will be probably 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, maybe 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. Since it's a Monday, try to get people on the East Coast before they're ready to go to bed. But I'll let you know. I'll put that up. And I'm excited though. But Tanya and I, we're going to be talking about the Capricorn moon, because we're both Capricorn moons, and Cancer season. So that should be fun. And she's a hoot, brilliant, just a brilliant woman and a brilliant mind, and funny astrologer, So we're going to have fun. And then then obviously you'll get to see my wife. We'll be talking business, and I'll break down her chart so you can see. I'll be talking about that, which, like I said, kind of shows just, this chart shows like, some of her business acumen, Mars and Capricorn, Capricorn North Node, and Pisces and Mercury, really dope for branding and marketing. And I think her Venus in Aquarius, so really good for organic and vegan. She's dope. Okay. But you're dope. He's dope. I'm dope. Dope to dope to dope dope. And but we're also gonna do I'll do some, because I got to finish my last. You guys haven't seen it. My fun freestyle hip hop astrology series. I know some people might not like it or whatever, but I just have fun with it. It's just, straight off the top. I'm not sitting there writing rhymes, but I might do like a little series talking about hip hop and MCs and lyricists in terms of their birth sign, their sun sign. Because I don't know everybody's Mercury's and stuff, and all the charts online are not always accurate. So, but just looking at different, like Aquarius are dope MCs. You got Rakim and Logic and J. Cole, and then Virgos, you got Nas, Big Daddy Kane, and a bunch of rap, E Complete, Rugged and Raw, Pisces, I'll be doing that soon. You got Method Man, Erykah Badu, Common, Gemini, you got Andre 3000, Tupac, Lauryn Hill, so it's really interesting in terms of when you listen to someone, how they construct and write their rhymes, in terms of then how they spit in their style and flair. It's kind of cool. I find it fascinating, but I'm an MC and I'm into hip hop. Hip hop runs the world. Hip hop got Barack as president. Hip hop, if you look at the commercials, it's 85% marketing and everything television, hip hop influence. The young black youth in America, Kool Herc, Jamaica, and all that influence, But it still goes back to Africa, the drum, the cipher, the circle, you rhyme for a reason. Need to be mentally pleasing. Those weak MCs should be charged with treason. All right. So anything else before we bounce?
Yes, Venus Libra said she is Mars and Cap like me. I'm not sure who she's.
My wife, Alana, your mom. Oh. Yeah, Mars and Cap is dope. Venus Libra. Okay, so you know how you rock with that. You're focused. You're focused, and you try to remember though with Mars and Cap. Don't take it for granted, because not everyone. Because remember, Mars, people don't think about it like this, even though, because Mercury is like logic, critical thinking mind. Mars is logical and strategic. So it's more like logistics. Because think of it, it's the soldier, the warrior, the fighter, but it's assigned a mission, and then it knows how to achieve it through your willpower, your drive, your energy, how you initiate, right? So that's why it's at home in Aries. But because when it's in Aries, it's accident prone. It can be a little immature and childish, right? It can bang its head sometimes into things and do silly things. Like this one over here, it's got Mars in Aries. But when Mars is in Scorpio, it can get a little dark and a little, I don't want to say mischievous, but it's like a sorcerer. It's like, it's dope, but it can go down some wrong avenues. And then if you had Saturn conjuncted, you can get into some criminology. But when Mars is exalted in Capricorn, it gives the fuel to the goat to reach, set, achieve, climb the ladder, and obtain its goal. Mars in Capricorn, you're Venus Libra, you're no joke. Okay. I respect it. I mean, I like mine. Mars in Virgo is very good for public speaking, debating. It was very good for rapping, like when I did sports radio. My mind is that's why I tell people, don't come for me on social media or even for Taylor G coaching, because I'm very nice and chill and humble and all that. But like, if you come for me, like I'm still that battle rapper, I'm going to bring it back, and I'll punch back with class, with intelligence and knowledge. But you know what I mean? So that's the Mars in Virgo. Mars in Capricorn, though. But sometimes you'll have a sense about things that you'll know that others don't. So just show them some grace. That's what I was leading to try to say, okay? Because you got a brilliant mind. And you know how to, Capricorn is work hard, and then play really hard. Capricorns, they like to have fun and party, and they can get kind of crazy with it. But it's after they've like done worked, and then like more overtime and worked. Okay. It's initiating winter. It's the discipliner Saturn. It's like, I know, I got a Cap Moon. You'll find about it on June 24th. Watch, all right? Peace. I love you guys. Any last things before we bounce? Last second, anything? Bueller. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. All right, y'all. God bless from the heart. Breathe, meditate, enjoy the summer solstice. I will see you on the 21st. I'm out. Tailored to you, coaching.